Before we begin, viewer discretion is advised. This is for entertainment purposes only.
The WNBA, the gift that keeps on giving. I tell y'all time and time again, I love Sophie Cunningham's podcast. She's always gonna give you nuggets. Targeting and injuring Caitlin Clark. She exposed it. We already know Kathy Engelbert has the brain cell of a peanut. We already know Kathy Engelbert has air floating between her ears, and she has been negligent toward these piss poor refs, and this is part of the reason why there's about to be a WNBA. Rico!
This moment changed everything. Sophie Cunningham, the fearless heart of the WNBA, just exposed the league like never before. Her words were raw, real, and brutally honest. She finally said what millions of fans have been thinking. The WNBA's own system allowed players to target and injure Caitlin Clark. And when Caitlin made her bold move into golf with Sophie and Lexi Hull by her side, the league tried to stop them. But Sophie didn't back down, she fought back louder than ever. Before we dive in, drop a comment if you stand with Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexi. The fans are watching.
Upside the head with a sledgehammer. You can slap somebody upside the head with a steel chair. You can slam someone through a table like it's a WWE tables, ladders, and chairs match. Shout out to the Dudley boys. You can do all of these things in the WNBA rulebook, and it's not considered a foul. Kathy Engelbert has not taken the time to update the rulebook.
It all started when Caitlin Clark received a once-in-a-lifetime invitation. The LPGA wanted her to play in a celebrity pro-am alongside golf icons Nelly Korda and Annika Sorenstam. For the golf world, it was a celebration. For the WNBA, it was a nightmare. This was bigger than basketball, a crossover that could bring billions in attention, sponsorships, and respect. But not for the league, for Caitlin. And when word spread that she planned to bring her closest teammates, Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull, the panic button was hit. According to insiders, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert personally called Sophie, warning her, "You're still under league obligations. You can't go with Caitlin." Sophie froze, and then everything she'd been holding in all season finally exploded.
The LPGA did literally everything correct. They capitalized on the moment. They found a way to put it on television. They allowed people to be there. Caitlin was signing autographs. They put their best golfer in the tour, league, whatever it's called. They put her with Caitlin because they knew that she would get more eyeballs doing it. They propped up all of their golfers in one event. And you would be crazy to think that they're not going to have another event and invite Caitlin to it. They're going to invite Caitlin to as many events as they possibly can because they saw what it just did for the sport of golf. And I just don't understand.
"You didn't protect us when it mattered," Sophie told Kathy, her voice trembling with anger. "You let refs ignore hits. You let players foul out Caitlin for views. You let us get hurt for ratings. And now you're trying to stop us from earning respect." Her words burned through the room like wildfire. For years, players had whispered about favoritism, about politics, about how rookies were never protected, but no one ever dared to say it publicly. Sophie just had. "You can't cage us anymore," she continued. "We gave our bodies for your league. You gave us injuries, headlines, and silence." That one call, that single moment, marked the beginning of the end for Kathy's control. Hours later, Sophie called Caitlin. Her voice was calm but full of fire. "I'm coming," she said. "No one's stopping us." Caitlin laughed, knowing exactly what that meant. Moments later, Lexi Hull joined the call. "Then let's make history," she said. That night, they booked their flights to the LPGA Pro-Am, an event the world was already calling the billion-dollar swing. Within hours, golf channels lit up. Fans couldn't believe it. Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull, together on the greens. Sponsors rushed in, media outlets exploded, and for the first time in months, it wasn't about WNBA controversy. It was about women commanding respect on their own terms. Inside WNBA headquarters, chaos erupted. Emails flew, phones rang non-stop, and PR teams scrambled for statements. The headlines hit fast. Top WNBA stars ditch league for golf respect. Kathy's advisors begged her to stay silent, but insiders say she was furious and terrified. Because this wasn't just 3 players leaving, it was the league's credibility walking out the door. She tried to call Sophie again, no answer. She texted Caitlin silence. Then came the photo that broke the internet. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham standing beside Nelly Corder, smiling, swinging, laughing. The caption read, "No fouls here, just freedom." When Sophie finally faced the cameras, she didn't hold back. "The truth is," she said, "we played under rules that let players target Caitlin. The league knew. The refs let it happen. We asked for protection and got politics."
In a little bit. I think we should stay physical, but I think that the refs kind of need to be more disciplined from the beginning of the game and be more consistent, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that answered your question, but there's a lot of thoughts surrounding our physicality, the refs, how the game should be called in the regular season versus playoffs.
Well, the thing is, I understand that physicality goes up in the playoffs. That happens in the NBA as well. But the WNBA regular season looks like prison. It looks like you guys are outside on the yard. And we kept hearing freedom of movement. We kept hearing we want a free-flowing game. Meanwhile, there's people getting beat to living hell, but you have other people like Asia Wilson who can shoot 17, 18, 19 free throws in a single game and shoot more free throws.
Sophie looked straight into the camera. "I'm saying they looked away when it happened. And that's the same thing." Her words went viral within minutes. The WNBA's social media team tried to bury it, but it was already everywhere. Fans had chosen sides, and it wasn't with the league, and just like that, the story came full circle. Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexi stood shoulder to shoulder at the LPGA event. Cameras zoomed in. Fans chanted their names. Sophie leaned toward Caitlin and whispered, "We're free now." When Caitlin took her first swing smooth, powerful, fearless, the crowd erupted. That wasn't just a golf shot. It was a statement to the world. You can't silence talent. You can't cage truth. The WNBA tried to stop them, but instead, they sparked a movement. Today, golf celebrates them. Fans adore them. Sponsors chase them. And Kathy watches from afar, realizing she couldn't stop destiny because this wasn't rebellion, it was justice. Sophie exposed it. Caitlin proved it. And Lexi stood right beside them. If you believe these women deserved better, comment Freedom Swing below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This story is only just beginning.